today's question is, what is the first year of medical school like? Our tips. Take us back on the journey.
I'm trying to think. First year of medical school, what a whirlwind.
I know.
It seemed to have like finished in.
Do you remember?
Do you remember?
I was gonna say first is a dream, but it literally is. I miss first year.
First year's great.
First year's brilliant.
First year of medical school is fun.
Yeah, so much fun. Ultimately, first year, it is about finding your feet.
First year at Liverpool is how the body works. My tip would be learn it, don't overlearn it, enjoy the year.
In first year you have no clinical placement, so you're learning what's normal in the body.
Yeah.
So anatomy, physiology and everything that's normal. To be fair, there's quite a lot to learn, but it's easily doable if you just like keep your head down every now and again. So it's pretty chill and it's a good year.
It's all split up into blocks for each system. So each body system, like respiratory, cardio, gastro, it's all got a block that's like 3 weeks long, I think. And you learn how it normally works, so like normal digestion, like the normal circulation, like how the heart works. And then the idea is that like once you've learned how it works, it's easier to understand how it goes wrong.
Liverpool, they start off the year with heavy genetics and that.
Foundation block.
Foundation block.
Yeah.
The first couple months is just
Scary.
foundation genetics, mate.
And the way they say it is like, we want to do that just to give you a basic foundation, but it's really not. It's like...
It really puts you off, really, I don't know.
Yeah.
Not puts you off, nah. It doesn't put you off, but it's very content
scary,
heavy, yeah.
quite scary.
Really, yeah.
And it seems really intense when you first get there. It is kind of hard to start off, but it gets easier, you get used to it. Don't let that put you off. Would be my tip when you first get there, because you definitely adapt to it.
I just remember getting home and I was like crying because I just thought I was so dumb, but then didn't really realise that everybody else, because you do start with that foundation block which is horrendous and you just think, oh my god, is the whole year going to be like this? When in reality it's only like a small proportion of the exam at the end. But yeah, it gets better.
I thought it was a lot and it was overwhelming, but then you get in the way of it and you get used to it, and everyone comes from different levels of knowledge. Some people are coming with a degree, some people are coming just straight from school, so you need to remember that just because you don't know the same as everyone else, like that's fine, you know what I mean? It like you pick it up as you go along, sort of thing.
And embryology, isn't it? Embryology,
Yeah.
I still don't understand that.
You cut that out.
It's an extension of maybe like A-level biology,
Yeah.
just with a few more things thrown at you, going into depth
Yeah.
about the normal workings of the human body, I thought.
Yeah, first year's like just getting to grips with like, it's just physiology, isn't it? So it's like how the body works alongside like everything that you've learned in biology kind of thing.
It's kind of intimidating because you don't know anyone and you have to go into this lecture theatre and like try and find friends, like please sit next to me. But everyone's in the same boat, so don't worry about that. And also don't spend too long learning irrelevant information.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember the whole of first year. I just felt very confused, like just in general. I just didn't know what was going on at all.
Yeah.
But I think that's pretty normal. If you find it all very confusing,
That's
normal. It's okay. Just like as long as you kind of like, you know, have a baseline understanding of what, you know, is going on,
Yeah.
I think it's fine. It'll all fit into a bigger picture.
I think in the first few weeks it feels like a lot. It feels quite like daunting, but I would actually say like, don't worry, like seriously don't worry. One thing I didn't realise was that there'd be like revision sessions and things like that. A lot of the societies are big on helping first years, especially in their exams, so don't worry, especially if you're stressing. Ask people, join a society, ask older years how they found first year, what tips they have for first year.
Speak to older years and find out what they did and what worked for them, and they probably have notes that they'll give you, and then you can just learn them and get through the year.
Exactly. So to do that, to meet new people in the older years, join societies, just join many medical societies and just get yourself comfortable, I guess, in the medical school.
As well in first year, like you're still learning how you learn, because I think what I came into uni like trying to do with how I was going to make my lecture notes and my revision notes is absolutely not what I do now. So that really changed for me a lot at the start, and I was a bit like,
oh my gosh, having to change everything I've been doing, but just try different ways. Like if you don't find that a style that you're trying to revise from is working for you, like don't be afraid to just change and try another one, because you probably will find one that you like more, because I definitely did, and now it helps a lot more.
And first year as well, you're adapting to being at uni. Like for me, I came from Belfast, so I was a good bit away from home, and that's all part of it too. I think it's okay to be behind a bit at the start, because you're getting used to like doing things for yourself, like making your dinners. My dinners were awful in first year, they were actually disgraceful. And then like doing your washing, you know, so there's a lot of things in first year that aren't just medicine. I think a lot of it as well is uni and not having your family there and stuff, and learning to like make friends and learning how to do things. So yeah.
Oh, I don't know. I think it was my least favourite year personally. I think no one talks about, like, everyone gasses up uni and is like, it's going to be amazing, and no one talks about like how, like, not in a deep way, but it can be quite lonely when you go to a new city and you don't know anyone, and like you're trying to find your group of friends.
But like also everyone on their social media will only ever put like the good things.
Yeah, exactly.
Like you don't ever see anything.
Don't trust that highlight reel.
Yeah. Don't trust that. No, maybe no.
It's interesting to see how your work-life balance
changes yeah.
From when you're at home, living with your parents who are making your meals, telling you when to wake up sometimes, to at uni when you could easily sleep until like 1 p.m. You realise you've missed about 5 lectures.
You're coming to grips with like living by yourself, living as your own person.
Yeah.
I think like actually one tip that I would like to give to my first year self is I do more consistent work rather than just thinking right, oh no, this is a new topic, I'm going to spend like a night in the library just randomly. Like there's no point spending in your first year 1 o'clock in the morning just like sitting in the library. There's no point doing that.
Definitely not.
But it's just about like balancing it over a reasonable amount of time.
Yeah.
You'd be surprised how well like you'd do if you just believe in yourself a bit.
But I'd say in first year, if you've got a choice of in the evening going out with some friends like your flatmates, or spending a night till like 2 o'clock in the library, definitely go out with your friends, because
especially first 2 terms. Obviously third term's a different story for everyone every year, but
so it's a bit overwhelming at first. It's a whole new set of people, and then you've got like flatmates as well who aren't medics, so you're like juggling the two. As a medical student, it's a bit harder because you just have so many hours, so it's like you've got 2 friendship groups, so it's hard to like splitting your time between the two.
I think it's okay to not find your people for a while. Like I don't think I found my people properly until
I agree. I just think don't stress out about like, but obviously try and meet as many people as you can. That's another thing, like don't shut yourself off to meeting other people as soon as you've found a few people that you get on with, because I think you'll regret that later
And don't assume like everyone knows each other. Like I always used to think that if I saw a group of people together, I'd be like, oh, they've known each other ages. They've probably literally just all arrived there 1 minute before you, 1 minute before you, and said hello. So
put
if
yourself
you went
out there, just
don't
have regrets. Don't have regrets.
No, honestly.
Real advice that is, in every situation.
Your friends come and go in first year because you meet such a vast amount of people, like huge. You won't expect it. You won't know what to do, talking to this many people, and it takes a while for you to form. Everyone gets a friendship group.
Yeah.
And some people like get scared that it's not happening for them, but it will. But everyone's got a place somewhere.
Everyone finds their place. Yeah.
I personally didn't really have any friends that were medics in first year, and I found it was like really refreshing to like go in like a medic heavy environment and then come out and be like talk about normal things. And if you're like, I feel like there's a lot of pressure when you come to uni to like be this like outgoing like fun person that loves to go out, and like you really don't have to be. There's literally something for everyone. There's so many weird and wonderful things you can do. So don't get caught up in like that freshers week, like oh my god, we have to go out every night and get really drunk. Like that's really it's not the case. No. I tried to like put that on for the first couple of years, like go out, go to cool events and stuff, but these days, nah.
And you will find your people. Some people, we're friends with most of the same people that we were in first year, but some people are really good mates with their halls mates who aren't medics, and then you live with them for a few years, and then you go and spend more time with medics. But it's probably the main year you get to meet non-medics.
Yeah.
By the time we're here, we've lived in Liverpool for 6 years now, so there's not many non-medics hanging on.
So a lot of people I was friends with in first year, I can't say I'm not friends. Just that didn't sound too good, does it?
Same, mate, same.
The people you meet in first year, they may not necessarily be your best friends further down the line. You might be, still good friends with them, but as the years go on, you might spend time with different people at different placements and grow closer with other people. So don't worry if you don't think you found your group.
Yeah. Because when you go in your placement groups, you're just forced into different groups and like. Yeah.
It's not like school where you just pick your mates.
Yeah, no, because you're just forced to be in different groups all the time. So
it's not like your CBL sessions, or your HARC sessions, human anatomy sessions, or clinical skills sessions. It's just random groups every time.
Yeah,
so you're always mixing and meeting new people.
To be fair, I feel like we should warn people about HARC in Liverpool.
Human Anatomy Resource Centre. Basically, it's where we do anatomy.
Yeah.
We don't do dissection at Liverpool, so it's
Prosection,
so it's all right.
It's all done for you. There's a lot of anatomy. There's a lot of anatomy in first year.
God, I wish I was good at anatomy. I wish I'd paid more attention in first year.
Yeah.
At that, I don't know. I must have don't know how I remembered it and passed it, but it went in one ear and out the other, or like for the exam and that's it. But I wish that I remembered more of that.
Some people don't like HARC. For me, it was the smell, but other than that, it was kind of okay. So.
It's
just smell, man, kills you.
Eat before you go.
Yeah,
if you're hungover,
I mean,
everyone
can.
Just as long as you're not like vomit in the throat.
But I think in HARC though, those sessions are really good because you get to meet like people in your group.
Yeah. You didn't concentrate on your work and you just chatted the whole time.
Yeah, HARC's a good social, to be fair.
I definitely recommend just going out there, speaking to people, asking questions. Like, don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. That's exactly what I was gonna say.
Yeah, first year is a great opportunity to make new friends, explore a new city, and I do think that's a big part of going to university as well, as you have to stay on top of your work, but you do also have to enjoy where you are because you're there for 5 years. So
yeah,
just make sure that you're happy as well.
Definitely.
Completely enjoy yourself. Like, don't feel too much pressure of like trying to get all this work done. Like, just go at a nice steady pace and just have fun, because your time just gets less and less and less as you go up.
That's kind of true.
Try and stay on top of lectures in first year, because they are all the time. That's same as second year really, but you have to make sure you don't really want to be falling behind because it can get quite stressful. I mean, I failed my first year exams, so I don't know why you're asking for tips from me. But I did pass the recert, and here I am 6 months from being a doctor.
I know, yeah, exactly. It doesn't matter, we're all at the same place now.
Yeah.
So.
But don't have too much fun, that's my advice, because you'll forget to revise for exams.
My tip would be a bicycle. That's genuinely one of the best things I did at uni, and especially in Liverpool because of like Sefton Park, docks, Otters Pool, everywhere. First year, learn your city, really, just get to know the city with a bicycle as well, and you save loads on buses and that. Buses are useless, man. Buses are actually useless.
Rip off as well.
Yeah, man, especially when you're like, it's like 8:45 and you got a lecture at 9, and then the bus is just stopping at all the stops and like, oh, you miss it and stuff. It's so annoying. Just get on your bike. Wind, rain or sun, mate, just smash it to the lecture and you'll be fine, mate, trust me.
Don't put too much pressure on yourself to work. Go out, have fun, see your friends, just make the most of it, because that is when you'll have the most time. And even I had loads of fun, but I look back now and still think I could have
had more fun.
I could have had more fun.
Yeah.
So just really, really enjoy yourself, and I know everyone says it, but make the most out of it.
Everyone always says their first year is their best year, so make sure you enjoy it to the max.
It's a new journey that you start, and regardless of whether you are a med student or not, there is still opportunity for you to participate in the fun. I'd say just enjoy it and get involved in as many things as you can. When you are at university, I'd say the people around you are so important, and having the right people as well to influence you in the right way. Definitely put yourself out there and go for it.